cars and coffee, and we're going to see what the car owners do for a living. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Alan Charnley. I'm from Lapeer, Michigan.
Can you tell us a little bit about your car?
It's a 2022 Lamborghini Huracan. Their list price is $209,000, but by the time you add in all the extras, it ends up being about $280,000.
What do you do for a living, or what have you done in the past?
I'm a retired dentist. I worked for 40 years as a dentist in Lapeer, Michigan.
What advice would you give to the younger generation that wants to be successful or own a car like this?
Save your money. We always lived well below our means and saved, and so after getting my boys both through college and grad school and having grandkids, now I can have something fun like this. So,
what's your name and where are you from?
Andy Sardakis. I'm from here in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Could you tell us a little bit about your car?
It's an all-carbon wide body C8, obviously, and then all exposed forged carbon also. We were offered at SEMA $300,000 to $400,000 for it.
Could you tell us what do you do for a living to get a car like this?
I actually build cars for a living. So my shop is Label Motorsports. That's who designed and built this car. And then we have some other cars out here also that we built. We're an exotic European and kind of like custom automotive facility here.
Do you have any advice for the next generation that wants to be successful or to get a car like this? What would you recommend doing?
Our biggest thing is don't be scared to go out and fail. You know, like I've had a lot of failures throughout my 15, 20-year career, and when you're down, nobody's looking at you, but when you come up, that's when everybody sees you. So I think people have a false perception of it being very easy, and you have to be willing to struggle and do what it takes to get to that point to afford something fun, or reward yourself in whatever way you think is best.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Stephen Wolf. I'm from Grand Rapids.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you as well.
Can you tell us a little bit about your car?
So this is an Alpina B8. These are pretty hard to come by because they're very limited allocations. Market on it is probably about $165,000, $170,000.
What do you do for a living to obtain something like this?
Finance.
Any more, like investing, any more?
Industrial liquidation.
What advice would you give to the younger generation on how to be successful or to get a nice car like this?
Own your own business. You'll never make that incredible amount of money working for someone else.
What's your name and where are you from?
Alex Kanan from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Could you tell us a little bit about your car?
This is a 2020 Bentley GTC. It's worth $250,000.
And then what do you do for a living, or what have you done in the past?
Some car washes and quick lubes, as well as some real estate.
And did you go to college at all?
No, just work hard, man.
What advice would you give to the next generation to become successful?
Just work hard, man. Work hard.
What's your name and where are you from?
Mike Erspalmer from Grand Rapids.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your car?
It's a 1966 Jaguar E-Type. I think the value today, it's hard to say, but I would say a minimum of $100,000.
And what do you do for a living, or what did you do for a living in the past?
Well, I was a FDA investigator for 30 years, and then I consulted for another 20 years after I retired. Now I'm fully retired.
Okay.
And I enjoy coming to car shows.
Last question, what advice would you give to the next generation on how to get a car like this or to be successful?
Well, to get a car like this, you can either buy one that somebody has already restored, or you can do what I do. I bought this car for $16,000, and it needed basically everything. And so I did that over a couple of years' time.
That's the way to do it. What's your name and where are you from?
Rafael, from Dominican Republic, but I live here in Grand Rapids.
Tell us a little bit about your car.
I got a 570 McLaren 2018, 187,000.
And then what do you do for a living, or what did you do for a living in the past?
I got an auto repair. I got an auto repair shop in Grand Rapids, over here in Grand Rapids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then last question, what advice would you give to the younger generation on how to be successful?
Guys, they growing up, try to get away from trouble and go to school and work. Yeah, the only way you can get one of these cars like that, you need to work hard.
What's your name and where are you from?
Mario, Caledonia, Michigan.
Just tell me a little bit about your car.
It's a 21 wide body red eye. I'd say probably low to mid 90s right now.
What do you do for a living?
I run a security company.
And then for advice for the future generation on how to be successful or to get a car like this, what would you do, or what is your advice?
Just work hard, save your money, plan for a big down payment or pay it all in cash.
Do you think owning your own business helped you achieve this?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Did you go to school, or like college or anything?
Yeah, I did a few years of college in California.
What's your name and where are you from?
Paul from Grand Rapids.
Could you just tell us a little bit about your car?
So this is a 2012 Audi R8 GT. I would say market range right now is about 125 to 150.
And then what do you do for a living, or what have you done in the past?
Yeah, so I work in IT, and I've done various roles, but I'm the director of platforms and integrations for a software company.
Did you go to college at all to work in this field?
I did go to college, but I'm not using a technical background. I actually went to college for business. So I have a BBA in management and an MBA in international business.
Last question, what advice would you give to the younger generation on how to be successful or to get a car like this?
Definitely do your research and ensure that you're setting yourself up for success with investments.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Tim, and I'm from here at Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Could you tell us a little bit about your car?
So this is a 2011 Nissan GTR R35. Value, I'm not sure because it's actually a rebuilt title.
What do you do for a living?
I own a business.
What area are you in?
E-commerce.
What advice do you have for the future generations that want to get a car like yours or someone here to be successful?
Always follow your goals, because I started 5 years ago. This was my dream, and I just found any type of in that I can to make extra cash, worked extra hard, and ended up finding a good deal on a car and just pushed through and moved forward.
What's your name and where are you from?
Kurt Burmeister, Caledonia, Michigan.
Can you tell us a little bit about your car?
Lamborghini Performante Spider. All the aftermarket was done by Label Motorsports. As it sits, probably about 425.
What do you do for a living, or what did you do in the past to obtain this?
I'm in the food business. So odds are, wherever you grocery shop, in any state in the country, you're buying something from me.
I'm just going to take a guess. Is it Meyer?
No, Meyer's regional here. Meyer's one of my customers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Do you have any advice for the younger generation on how to be successful or to get a car like this?
Really, it's funny because find something that you totally enjoy, and then it's not work. It's more or less a hobby. What I do for work, to me, is a hobby. I just happen to do okay with it. Figure out what your passion is and chase after it. And hard work. There's no substitute for hard work. Hard work gets you what you want. This is the greatest country in the world. You work, you can have whatever you want.
All right. Could you just tell us a little bit about your car and how much it might be worth?
It is a 2021 Ford Shelby GT 500. Current worth is probably anywhere from $150,000 to $150,000, depending on what options. This one actually has the painted stripes.
What do you do for a living, or what did you do for a living to obtain this car?
I work for a food distribution company. I work in human resources.
Do you have any advice to the next generation on how to be successful or to get something like a car like this?
You know, when you're younger and look at cars like these, I'll never have money to get cars like these. You have to start small. I started with like an 85 5.0 when I was in my 20s. You know, make good financial decisions, put yourself in a position to get cars.
That's great advice. Thank you. And also, go Lions.
Go Lions.
Let's
yes.
go.
This is the year.
Let's go.
This is the year.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below which car was the coolest and which one you would want to drive. Peace.